everybody, Gage here from Sharp. So excited to be back with you. I know it's been a little while since we've posted a video. I recently just got married. Yay! Very excited. My wife and I are super happy. We were in St. John's for the wedding for a week, and then we went to Bali, Indonesia for 2 weeks for our honeymoon. Hence the tan and the big old beard that I haven't had a chance to shave off yet. But very excited to be back with you and excited to be showing off some sweet new knives. We've been a little low on stock recently, but we're getting back on track. Holiday's just around the corner, so we've got tons of new stuff coming in, and I'm very excited to show you some of the stuff that's arrived already. So without further ado, we're gonna start with the new stock from Hatono-san. Some little news about Hatono-san. He is starting a new business, his own business, in the spring of next year. He works with a bunch of different steel types, does a bunch of different finishes, so we're really excited to have a more expansive line of knives from him. But what we have from him from this batch are some bunkas and kritsukeis and santokus, all with this beautiful Damascus tsuchime finish on them, made from SG2 or R2 stainless steel, so these guys will not rust or discolor on you. We've got some different handles here. Few different options with the Japanese lacquer handles. These are very textured, very grippy. They feel really nice in the hand, in my opinion. I would imagine they're not going to be for everyone, but I really like the feel of them, and if you like a sort of grippier handle, these guys are going to be sweet. So we also have these guys as well. These also SG2 R2, same blade finish, bunkas and santokus with the walnut and turquoise handles on them. These guys are gorgeous, really excited about those. Last but not least from Hatono-san are 210mm Kritsuke style gyutos. Look at those, sweet. This guy obviously has a black handle with red ferrule, and then black ferrule with red handle. Very cool. Moving on, we are restocked on the Takeshi Saji Rainbow Damascus series. We got the petty knife gyuto in 210 and 240, and the bunka in stock. Now with any handmade knife, the batches are always going to differ a little bit, and we are very, very happy with this most recent batch. The finish on the blade is beautiful. They're super, super shiny, well polished, and the handles themselves, some of the nicest figuring on the wood that we've ever seen from this batch. These are made from quints, and they are Western style, obviously. Really, really beautiful, made from VG10, layered with copper and brass, thank you, to make a really, really beautiful pattern on the blade. So very excited to have those guys back in stock. Next, some shop favorites amongst customers and employees at the shop are the Shindou, bunka, and nakiri, made from Aogami Super with iron cladding. These guys have the walnut with ebony ferrule and then maple liner here. Really, really affordable knives, super high performing, and every batch we get from him gets better and better. So they're getting straighter, they're getting more uniform. The fit and finish on them is getting better and better every batch, and these guys are no exception. So really, really awesome stuff from Shindou-san. Excited to keep getting more and more of his knives in, because they really do perform at a really high level, and they're quite affordable. Edge geometry on them is awesome as well. They get very thin behind the edge. They perform at a really high level, so stoked about those. Next, we've got some stock in from Matsubara Hamono, his 180mm bunka with kurouchi finish. Ironclad. These are made from Shirogami number 2. Special thing about Matsubara Hamono is their heat treat. They get these guys up to around 64, 65 on the Rockwell scale, so excellent edge retention, easy sharpening. You do need to keep these dry and clean, of course, and we decided to put these wenge and oak handles on them, which I think are super cool and complement the knife really well. They maintain that sort of rustic, beautiful look to them. Fit and finish on them is really nice, and edge geometry, of course, is stellar on these guys as well. This guy, 300mm Kritsuke style Tsuchihiki, stainless clad over top of Aogami number 2 with that tsuchime finish. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Wenge with oak ferrule. I should mention that all of the knives I've talked about so far are ambidextrous, so suitable for righties and lefties. don't often get 300 mil Tsujis in, so if you're looking for a really nice long slicer, especially that Kritsuke style tip is pretty unique on these guys. Really awesome. I'm quite tempted to take one of these home, but I don't really slice enough meat to justify it. But anyways, moving on to Kato-san. Always hopeful that we'll get more and more from Kato-san, but we always have a tough time. But we've got 210 millimeter gyutos. These are Algami Super with Nashiji finish. We've got the olive wood with walnut ferrule handles on them, octagonal in shape again, suitable for righties and lefties. Kato-san's knives are awesome. Edge geometry on them is always really nice. They feel great in the hand. Fit and finish is nice, like very nicely sanded spine and choil on these guys. So super excited about those guys as well. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have some new stuff from Nigara Hamono. Always excited about knives from Nigara Hamono. We've got some really cool like custom handles. We've got this turquoise handle. This is the Kritsuke style Nakiri. So it's described as such because the bunka, this guy here, obviously quite similar, but the Kritsuke style Nakiri is almost dead flat, whereas the bunka has that more gradual curve to it. So we have all of these blade variations in each of these styles of handles. So you can get this blade shape with this handle, you can get this blade shape with this handle, and vice versa. So I don't really know how to describe this one, but it looks super cool, whatever's going on there. And then we've got the two different turquoise style handles here, which are beautiful as well. And then we've got a few gyutos in stock from them as well, all with these very unique custom handles on them as well. They're all made from SG2 or R2, so not gonna rust or discolor on you. Nigara Hamono knives are very thin behind the edge, so we don't often recommend them for first-time Japanese knife buyers. But if you're really careful with your things and really gentle when you're using these guys, you shouldn't have any issues. Really all it comes down to is, if you're using them properly, up and down, forward and backwards, you'll be totally fine. Where you really run into an issue with these guys is if you're doing any sort of twisting on the board, which will damage pretty much any Japanese knife, but especially these guys. So just be cautious of those guys. Last gyuto here is this guy here. It's like purpley blue aqua, really, really sweet. So excited about those guys. Last but not least, we've got a couple petty knives in from them as well. Damascus, black Damascus on this guy. This is probably one of my favorite handles that we have. The really cool like oak wood here, and then the resin, awesome. And then the white resin handle here on the Tsuchime Kritsuke style petty knife. Super excited. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Excited to be back with you. I promise I won't ever be gone that long ever again. If you have any questions about any of the new stock, just shoot us an email or hit us up on the live chat on the website. Thank you so much for watching. It's a pleasure to be back. And until the next one, stay sharp. So, guys.